Is the Saudi Pro League taking over? When Ronaldo joined the Saudi League last season, I didn't think too much of it, to be completely honest. Although the deal was worth $200 million, I thought no Champions League competing European clubs wanted Ronaldo. So for him at the time, I just saw it as the best move, getting the bag effectively. Why wouldn't he take that deal? Even up until about 2 or 3 weeks ago, before we started seeing more and more of these big name signings, I just thought the Saudi League was getting older, legendary players, which admittedly they are still doing. But now I am a little bit more, I don't know if concerned is the correct word, but aware that this league might be here to stay and might quickly become one of the top 5 leagues in the world. I've seen more and more of these big name signings come in, and I wanted to talk today about just a few of those and what I think is going to happen with the league in the next few years. So jumping into the first one, and that is the biggest signing that's happened or confirmed to have happened this week, and that is Jordan Henderson, a Liverpool legend, a Liverpool captain. Everyone's probably seen the Jurgen Klopp video talking about how Jordan Henderson is the player that has served as Jurgen Klopp's captain for the most seasons in a row. He's had a very impressive career at Liverpool, picking up 33 goals and 57 assists whilst he's there. Not that he was particularly in an attacking role anyway, but during that time, he's managed to win the Champions League, the Premier League, and become a player that every single Liverpool fan will admit that they love. And I think the biggest thing about this for me is Henderson, whilst playing in England, has been a massive advocate for the LGBTQ plus community, and this move really says that money can buy anything. Obviously, a lot of the laws and practices in the country Henderson does not agree with, but the money was enough to tempt him to accept the move. And talking of the money, it's a hell of a lot. So I've seen a few different reports on how much Henderson's actually getting paid in Saudi Arabia. And from what I can tell, the correct figure is that he's going to be earning a whopping £350,000 a week. This does make him one of the top paid English players in the world, nearly the top paid just off Marcus Rashford. And if some reports are to be believed, I'm not sure how true these are, apparently in his final season in Saudi Arabia, Jordan Henderson will earn £700,000 a week due to the different tax rules, etc. And if that were to be the case, that would make him one of the highest paid athletes in the world. I think he'll bring to the squad a huge leader, a huge name. Obviously, he'll already know Steven Gerrard as well from his days at Liverpool, but having been the captain of the team for so long, Henderson knows football inside and out. The pairing of Henderson and Gerrard at the same club is perfect for marketing. You know, any Liverpool fan is going to choose to support Ettifaq now if they're going to be watching the Saudi League just because of those two being at the same club. Let's move on to another signing, and that's Karim Benzema, who joined the Saudi League a couple months ago. You see, this is a massive one because although Benzema is aging a little bit, he'll be turning 36 around Christmas time this year. He was also the second highest scorer in La Liga last season, so he's certainly not lost his touch. Remember, it was only about a year ago that Benzema was voted the best player in the world when picking up the Ballon d'Or award. Just to go over some of the trophies and leagues that Benzema has managed to win, he's had 4 Ligue 1 titles when playing at Lyon. He's picked up 4 La Ligas during his time at Real Madrid, and even more impressively, he's picked up 5 Champions League titles. During the span, he's only played for Lyon and Real Madrid, by the way, and during his time at those two clubs, he's picked up another 19 trophies. I think similar to Henderson, Benzema is a huge name to market. Every football fan in the world knows who Benzema is, and he's still got a lot to bring to the table. And having picked up 32 goals and 7 assists last season, it wouldn't surprise me if he breaks 50 goals in the Saudi League this year. Another huge signing, which hasn't been 100% confirmed yet, but looks like it's going to happen, is Marco Verratti from Paris Saint-Germain. Al Hilal are looking to acquire the services of Verratti, a player who in recent memories broke the hearts of all English fans when playing an instrumental role in Italy's Euros win. Verratti's featured in 276 games during his time in Paris. He's picked up 9 league titles and been included in the team of the season 7 times. He's only 30 years old as well, a player who's played in that central midfield role throughout his whole career. You can rely on him being a vital part of your team for another 3 seasons, 4 seasons at least. He's got the quality to bring other players up, and he's a very marketable name. Not quite as much as the first 2 we've talked about, but still a fantastic addition for Al Hilal. The next one I'm going to talk about has all but been confirmed at the time of me filming this video, and that is another Liverpool legend in Sadio Mane. It was only last summer that Mane joined European giants Bayern Munich. This stint at Bayern Munich has been dubbed as very unsuccessful. His market value has dropped a massive 45 million on transfer market. He's not had the worst season in the world, in my opinion. He has picked up 12 goals and 6 assists still. However, a lot of these goals and assists have been in games where Bayern Munich have absolutely dominated teams and scored at least 4. Mane has won the league title in Austria, in Germany, and in England with Liverpool. He also won the Champions League during his time in Liverpool, another face that practically every football fan on the planet knows. At just 31 years old, Mane still has plenty to offer, and scoring 12 goals in the Bundesliga will probably translate into 30 goals in the Saudi League unless we start seeing some more defensive focused signings. I wanted to just list off a few of the other big names that have joined the Saudi Pro League this summer. So you've got Malcolm from Zenit St. Petersburg, Milenkovic-Savic from Lazio, Mahrez from Manchester City, Mendy from Chelsea, Koulibaly from Chelsea, Kante from Chelsea, Moussa Dembele from Lyon, Fofana from Lens, Alex Telles from Manchester United, Jota from Celtic, and Bobby Firmino from Liverpool. All of these players are big names, and names that will have a massive impact on the squads that they're joining. Most of which aren't even too old either. I've seen a lot of reports of people saying that the Saudi League is just getting these old, finished players. But most of these players are around 30 years old, which should mean they have another good 3 or 4 seasons in them. And you would imagine after 3 or 4 years, the tactics of the league in terms of signing younger, more talented players should have progressed a little bit. But what do I think is next for the Saudi League, and what can they do to continue pushing forward? I think instead of concentrating on some of these massive, huge name players, even the ones like Bobby Firmino, who might not be global superstars, they should start to look at some other reputable leagues and reputable players that will still bring a lot to the squad but not break the bank as much. Maybe start looking at the Eredivisie, at the Championship, at the Scottish League, at the Greek leagues, just to make sure that these teams are actually going to be padded out with quality players instead of just 4 or 5 amazing players followed by players that probably wouldn't even be able to make it into the 3rd division of English football. Get it so it's at a good level from top to bottom without spending all the cash on just a few players. However, as things are currently going, it looks like they'll be able to pad out every entire team with just quality. If the investment continues at the current rate, it really wouldn't surprise me if we see the Saudi League become one of the top 5 leagues in the world within the next 3 or 4 seasons. Probably top 10 leagues in the next 2 summers, in my opinion, given how much money and backing there is and the interest that will grow in the league with all the players that they've signed. Huge marketable names such as Ronaldo, Benzema, Henderson. It's going to grow quickly. How quickly, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, a massive thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below how quickly you think the Saudi League will continue to grow. After this summer, will it calm down a little bit? Have we got another 10 to 15 big players yet to even arrive this transfer window? Let me know your thoughts. Please like and subscribe as well. We're still a relatively new football channel. I think this is the 5th video, so all the support is appreciated. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.